I've been entranced by kitchens my whole life. It's what led me to get into kitchens and work in them professionally for 10 years when I was a chef. And it just keeps me coming back to restaurants. I always want to poke my head in the kitchen and see what's going on, see who's working the stations and working the wok, who's cutting, what the energy is, what it looks like. So we're starting this new series called Behind the Scenes, where we're taking you into Chinese kitchens here all across the country, from casual, fiery places like we're at right now in Sichuan province, to the fine dining kitchens in Shanghai and Shenzhen. And we're just going to be going across the country looking at Chinese kitchens and the people who run them. So come with me. This new series is going to be awesome, and we're going to get in there and meet the people and watch the cooks do their thing. We're at Huang Ben Ben, which is named after our friend Huang Ben Ben over there. It's a jianghu Thai restaurant on the outskirts of Chengdu, the capital of Sichuan province. It's really fiery. It's really meant for drinking, for eating with your friends, for big groups. And this place is really unique because Sichuan has a lot of different flavors, but sometimes when you go to a restaurant, at each restaurant, all the dishes are just small variations on a theme. And the food here is really unique because the dishes all have very different flavors. There's the scorched chili flavor of guizhou in one dish that we have here. There's the young ginger and xiaomila fresh peppers that are typical of another part of Sichuan. The xiaojiao dishes, the roasted pepper dishes that they do in a really special way here over pig kidneys, which are amazing. And actually one of their signature dishes is a totally national, even worldwide dish, but they do so well, is a stir-fried egg and tomato dish. And they just have little tweaks, little secrets here. It's using really good eggs, it's using really good tomatoes, putting a little bit of cornstarch into the egg maybe, cooking it super quick, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of sugar. So the food here is really special because all the dishes are different. All the dishes really have their own personality. And that comes from the owner's idea of hiring young cooks and kind of letting them cook the food from where they're from in Sichuan or where they're from around China, and letting them bring their flavors. This place is it's super casual, it's really fun, there's lots of energy. It's not fancy. This is absolutely the farthest away you can get from a fine dining restaurant. It's half indoors, half outdoors. They're drying mustard greens on trees, there's cactus, there's banana trees, but they use good ingredients. And that's what all the dishes have in common here. You can see behind me, these guys have several bowls lined up for the stir fries. I've got huge baskets of ginger, shredded ginger, chili, spring onions, leeks, all their seasonings, different types of chilies. The floor is wet, it's slippery. You can hear the sound of that jet engine sound from the woks. It's amazing. Actually, there's a lot of energy in here, but as loud as it is, it's not chaotic at all. And the other thing is, you don't see any tickets anywhere, do you? There's no written orders coming in here. There's a ticket machine over there, but the chefs just have the bowls lined up in front of them, and they work through the bowls. That's the next dish. So they just have this lineup, and they just keep working through the lineup. And the prep guys just keep refilling the lineup. They just blast through that. These guys are just non-stop here. This is non-stop action of cooking, cleaning out the wok, cooking, cleaning out the wok, cooking, cleaning out the wok. Each dish is taking maybe a minute, 2 minutes. They have 4 woks going at the same time. This is it. It's these 4 guys cooking for the 200 people here for dinner. Chinese kitchen is set up differently than a Western kitchen. Western kitchens involve lots and lots and lots of prep time. A lot of it is about mise en place. Sometimes the kitchens are set up along different cuisines. There might be a fish station or a meat station, a veg station, a pastry station, or they could be set up by different pieces of equipment. There could be a grill station, a fryer station, a saute station. But the way the Chinese kitchen is set up is that on one side there's the woks and the guys who do the stir frying, and then the other side there is the prep. But it's not the guys doing prep all day. The restaurant opens at 5. The cooks don't even show up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they do most of the prep a la minute. So you see the guys on one side who are just doing some of the prep and getting the food ready to be stir fried, and then you see the guys who are actually doing the stir frying. These guys are so fast, they are so furious, they are going through hundreds of dishes a night each. It's amazing what these guys do, and they're just churning out these amazing dishes, one after the other, after the other, after the other.
After watching part of service, I sat down with the owner, Ms. He, to chat. Ms. He walked me through a few of the restaurant's most popular dishes, and then introduced me to the real boss of the restaurant.
那你可不可以介绍一下那个就是4道菜？
可以，这胡辣鳝鱼嘛，然后用的都是泸州的，就是四川泸州的土鳝鱼，然后它炒出来的口感会比较脆嫩一点，就是如果你用人工饲养的话，它炒出来的那种口感就不好吃，就吃的是很软的，就是没有那种脆嫩的感觉。然后番茄炒蛋就很简单，就每家每户它都会做。但是它这个番茄炒蛋呢，就是必须要用那种有机番茄，就自然成熟的番茄才可以，然后加上土鸡蛋，然后炒，然后就会吃的比较香。然后腰片就是农家的土猪嘛，就比较大的一些大猪。然后把它焯过水以后，然后淋上我们自己的烧椒酱，就这样，然后就是一道凉菜，猪比鸡。就猪的鼻，
对，
对，它是，买回来新鲜以后，经过加工，然后加上现在就是比较嫩的子姜，就必须要用很嫩的子姜，它才可以炒出，就是鲜嫩然后脆 Q 弹的感觉，是这样的。所以这几个菜最重要的就是食材新鲜，其他还好吧，就好吃，就因为它很新鲜。
Next up, we're traveling a few hours away to another city in Sichuan with an amazing history and a cuisine of its own. Stay tuned.
You 会吃吗？
太辣了，他不吃辣椒。
太辣了是吗？